Now on CoastTV News.
Wind, bluster, and debate. There are a lot of opinions as locals weigh in on a controversial wind farm project.
Always Stop, a busy intersection in Milton, is changing in an effort to keep everybody safe.
The battle over dunes. A chunk of the protective landscape was removed from this coastal community, but officials say that wasn't supposed to happen and now it needs to be fixed.
This is CoastTV News at 6.
Protests surrounding a controversial project. Good evening. I'm Madeline Overturf.
And I'm Charlie Sakaitis. Welcome to our News at 6. We begin tonight with a controversial coastal topic.
Right now, protesters for and against offshore wind. They're lined up in Lewes. You just saw some of them there. And joining us live in Lewes is CoastTV News anchor Mallory Metzner. There's an open house tonight for people to review U.S. Wind's proposed energy project.
DENREC wants people to come inside to learn about the permitting process for U.S. Wind's proposed offshore wind project. Now, this is what you'll see inside the building. People outside already have their opinions made up. They were demonstrating both for and against the project. But inside, there are these information boards set up in Beacon Middle School's cafeteria that explain what the permitting process is like step by step and where DENREC is involved. This is a good one right here. It explains how wind power export cables would run under the Atlantic Ocean and state-regulated wetlands. The cables would land at 3 R's Beach, which is managed by DENREC, and ultimately run to the Indian River Power Plant. U.S. Wind needs DENREC to sign off on a few permits and a water quality certification. Some people are giving the project the environmentally friendly green light, but others aren't convinced.
So if we can produce the electricity we all need by means that don't pollute the world, like offshore wind or onshore wind or solar power, then we're going to be reducing all that global warming pollution and making a better world for everybody.
It's a swindle. There's a lot of dark backroom dealing where in Delaware, they met with a few of our mayors and agreed to give them $100,000 each year for the next 20 years.
DENREC says all of the public feedback they're getting, like from tonight's open house, will be used in a presentation at a public hearing on July 9th. The comment period is open until September 9th. I'm Mallory Metzner, live in Lewes, CoastTV News.
Thank you, Mallory. And there's another opportunity for you to state your opinions on that proposed wind farm permit in Maryland. The Department of the Environment and U.S. Wind holding a meeting June 13th about the air permit for Maryland offshore wind. This would have 121 wind turbines and 4 substations located 10 miles off the coast of Worcester County. That's happening at the Ocean City Convention Center, starting with an open house from 5:30 to 7.
Now, on the note on that controversy that has surrounded these projects along the coast, the Delaware Department of Justice says the Association of Coastal Towns, a group made up of officials from Delaware's coast, has violated Freedom of Information Act requirements. The move comes after a South Bethany man petitioned that association and denied citizens the opportunity to participate in matters related to U.S. Wind's offshore wind project. The petition highlighted that the group was created by member municipalities, is controlled by them, and is supported by government funds, making it a public body under the Act. All of this brings us to our CoastTV poll. We want to know, what is your main concern with wind farms?
Let's take a look at the updated results from the last news hour. Take a look at your screen. Still 68% say marine life. Now 69%. Marine life is their biggest concern. Visual impact, though, getting a decent second place.
If you haven't voted yet, if you want to get involved in this conversation, I know we've talked about it, it's controversial. You can go vote at coasttv.com or you can use your CoastTV mobile app. New today, Delaware State Police have identified 19-year-old Malachi Waters of Millsboro as the suspect in the murder of another man in Millsboro. Just before 11 a.m., police responded to a shooting in the area of St. Thomas Boulevard. Officers say they found a 26-year-old man shot. He died at the hospital. After shots were fired, DSP said Waters drove away from the scene. Shortly after, troopers stopped the car in Delmar Line where Waters tried to run away, was quickly arrested. Waters will be charged with first-degree murder and more.
New today, Delaware State Police have arrested 26-year-old Tyja Best of Ellendale for murder following a shooting Saturday night. Detectives are continuing to investigate, but here's what we know so far. On June 1st, just before 11 p.m., troopers were called to a home on South Old State Road. When they got there, they found 27-year-old Brian Halliday. He'd been shot in the chest. Despite troopers trying to save his life, he did die. Police say Halliday and Best got into a fight before she shot him. It's kind of a crazy story, I know. Well, we do break it down further and have more details on our website.
Time to turn things over to traffic. The busy intersection in Milton getting an upgrade. DelDOT says an all-way stop will go into effect here at the end of the intersection on Harbison Road, Shingle Point Road, and Chestnut Street. Coast TV News reporter Elisa Weber spoke with a local or locals who say the town has two-way stops. That's not enough.
DelDOT is looking to make this intersection at Harbison Road, Chestnut Street, and Shingle Point Road less of a hazard. Arlene Suki, who lives in Milton, says she's experienced firsthand how dangerous driving here can be.
I had my car totaled when somebody come flying down from the, I guess on 5 it would be, going down from the school, heading out, going way too fast where it's supposed to be 35. I was going across and they broadsided me.
DelDOT says since 2020, there have been 9 accidents right here. Although there is a two-way stop in place now, DelDOT says it was determined a few of those accidents were caused by drivers blowing through the stop signs and poor visibility. DelDOT believes changing the intersection to an all-way stop and adding pavement markings will improve safety for now. However, Dallas Warrington, who lives right off of the intersection, agrees with DelDOT that this is only a temporary solution.
Well, they can try the stop signs. Maybe that will help. But the first thing they got to do is slow them down. That will help everything.
DelDOT says weather permitting, work will begin on this intersection on June 12th at 9 a.m. In Milton, I'm Elisa Weber, Coast TV News.
Staying in traffic news, starting next Wednesday, there are some lane restrictions at Route 113 and Airport Road and Northeast 10th Street in Milford. The city says crews will install new crosswalks and upgrade traffic signals. Work is expected to last until mid-September.
Let's head over to Ocean Pines now. There's going to be bridge repairs on Clubhouse Drive throughout the month. The town says repairs will impact roads and waterways, but drivers should be able to get in and out of the area. There will be some minor delays these next 3 weeks, so make sure you plan ahead.
Let's go ahead and take a live look right now outside and into Ocean City. Kind of a gray day out there. Our first alert chief meteorologist Paul Williams joins us with a look at our forecast. Good evening, Paul.
Good evening, Maddie. Yeah, it's a bit of a dreary, gray kind of day, but we anticipated as much because we anticipated wet weather on Wednesday and thunderstorms on Thursday, and we're holding serve on that forecast. Our Rehoboth Beach Boardwalk Plaza camera showing we have some light rain. It's already with some raindrops on the camera lens here, but we're seeing actually the waves are picking up a little bit in way of momentum because the winds are picking up a little bit more so as well. Temperatures are in the 70s. As far as the amount of rain that's measured, minimal thus far, less than 1/10 of an inch in most locations, if any at all. Coastal flood advisory in effect for all of Sussex. In addition to that, for Dorchester, Somerset, and Wacomico until Thursday morning at 7 o'clock. We have some scattered showers pushing across. I think I just picked up on something. Hang on. Oh, yeah, we're starting to see this. Is prompting a marine warning with a severe thunderstorm going from Drum Point headed towards Taylor's Island and Cambridge. So we'll keep a close eye on that. But we'll clarify the timing of the thunderstorm for tomorrow when we come back to our full forecast, Charlie.
Thank you, Paul. If you live in Lewes, here is something to make note of. The Lewes Water Department will be conducting hydrant flow tests next Wednesday from 8 a.m. to noon. During this time, you may experience low water pressure, maybe discolored water for up to 24 hours. If you do, all you've got to do is run that water on cool for 10, 15 minutes until it clears up. It's also recommended not to do any laundry during the testing hours.
South Bethany is preparing for its seasonal canal cleaning. The town will talk about putting together a plan at an upcoming meeting next Tuesday. They'll also provide a report with the latest water quality monitoring. That is all happening June 11th at 10 a.m.
This summer, 2 big dredging projects will take place in southern Delaware. According to DenRec, the Assawoman Canal will see work until August 1st. Then starting July 1st, dredging will also begin near Millsboro in the Indian River. These projects help clear the waterways, improve the environment, If you're boating in the areas, though, be careful. Watch out for signs of the ongoing work, as there might be some delays.
Next week, DENREC will present a free lecture to homeowners on living shorelines in Delaware. Those are the type of green infrastructure that uses natural materials like native plants and oyster shells as a barrier against erosion. You can actually see one on your screen. This presentation is happening June 13th at the South Coastal Library in Bethany. That starts at 2. DENREC says the lecture will offer insights on how to enhance the natural beauty of a property.
Did you get an alert on your phone last night? Did you get one today maybe? Well, if you were one of the people in Milton's area between 11 p.m. and 3:30 a.m., a public safety alert was sent to phones. It said Delaware State Police were looking for 40-year-old Daniel Uffelman, who'd been missing since last night. Good news, though, DSP has announced that he's been found and he is safe.
Though we just entered into June, July, it's kind of going to be here before we know it. And the deadline to register to vote in Fenwick, that is soon approaching. If you're a Fenwick voter, details and dates, keep that in mind. If you're not, maybe you have friends who are. The deadline to register to vote is July 3rd. To vote in the election, voters have to be U.S. citizens and own property there since at least March 1st. You just stop into Town Hall and pick up a voter registration form to fill out. Fenwick is holding its election August 3rd from 1 to 5 at Town Hall. In South Bethany, there is one open volunteer position to serve on its planning commission. That's for 2 years. The volunteer will help participating in studies, report on findings, and if you're interested, all you need to do is fill out a committee participation form. The council will pick somebody, though, on June 14th. And we are just getting started this evening.
Still to come, a new record has been set in Maryland for oyster harvesting.
We have some abrupt changes in the latest model run, and we're picking up a thunderstorm that's prompted a marine warning, which is a thunderstorm warning over the water. And so we're looking for that cell to begin to move and to affect the folks in Golden Hill, followed by Church Creek, then hitting Cambridge by 7-11. We'll update you on Thursday thunderstorm's threat when we return.
But first, why people are not happy over these dunes being torn apart. We have that story when we're back in just 60 seconds.
Join Club Ocean at Ocean Downs and get $20 free play guaranteed. We ship you not. Then use your card every time you play to earn more rewards. Ocean Downs Casino, where the fun shines.
Rise, 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 and thrive. Velveeta.
These feet are hustling for customers. Sometimes I'm on my feet for over 16 hours a day. They get real cracked, dry. It's not good. I depend on Healthy Feet.
It's America's #1 selling foot cream for guaranteed relief.
If it works for these feet, it'll work for yours.
Also available in O'Keefe's working hands.
We have many truths to speak. Our truths are vast. They are unique. They are always evolving. Most of all, our truths are universal. Pride is universal.
This is Coast TV News at 6.
Whenever you make a trip to Bethany Beach, you'll see them, those grass dunes up and down the coast. But in one area, they are conspicuously missing.
Coast TV News reporter Kevin Zapay explains why and shows us why it's a problem.
Up and down the coast, you'll see grassy dunes just like this one. But in one specific section along Bethany Beach, that dune is just gone, turned into flat sand. Something local John Neff says is a big problem.
Serious damage was done to the root system here. It's going to take a long time for it to come back.
John Neff has lived near the Bethany beaches for over 20 years, and he's worried certain neighbors just don't understand how important these dunes are.
The dune grass sends out roots further out in front, and believe it or not, it will hold the dune in place, even at the bottom. Without any root system here, it's going to take a while, and this could, a hurricane or some big storm will wash this area out before other areas.
Neff believes someone actually hired a contractor to clear out the dunes behind their house so that they could get a better view of the beach. But the land they cleared out do not belong to them. The land belongs to the Homeowner Association, and for the HOA to make any changes to the dunes, they need the okay from DENREC. Coast TV contacted DENREC to see if they ever gave the okay, and according to the people we spoke with, that never happened. So now, the missing chunk of dune needs to be rebuilt. That process is already underway, but the final bill and who's going to pay it, that hasn't been determined yet. Still, the fact that the dune is being replaced makes vacationer Molly Best happy to hear.
If anyone can fix that, or whoever it is, I'm all for it.
With repairs underway to bring the grass dunes back, Neff says it'll take years for it to look like what it once was. I'm Kevin Tepe in Bethany Beach, Coast TV News.
We take a look at our golf forecast, and we are expecting for us to line up, and it's not going to be all that great. It's fair in the morning, but by the afternoon, we're watching out for thunderstorms to kick in. So if you're going to try to sneak in early.
When choosing windows and doors for your home, at Pella, it's your choice. We manufacture maintenance-free vinyl, fiberglass, and wood-clad windows and patio doors, all with lifetime warranties. High performance, energy efficient, and loaded with options to help make your house your home. Industry-first features and benefits make living easier and increase your home's value. Visit our Experience Center or call us today to schedule your free in-home consultation, where we bring the showroom to you.
9 years ago, we did have a roof put on by a local contractor. Unbeknownst to us, they laid shingles over shingles.
We got the call from Tracy that she had a roof leak.
Some contractors, it's not their expertise.
If you know what you're looking for with the slope of these roofs, 9 times out of 10 there's going to be damage.
Or maybe they just don't want to be bothered with the roof on a manufactured home.
I sent a design consultant out here and they spoke with her and did an inspection.
They showed us exactly what would be done. So this time I have a 50-year warranty.
Behind these picket fences lies a secret, the hidden gardens of Lewes. Now you can see all their colorful splendor at the 33rd Annual Lewes Garden Tour on Saturday, June 15th. Enjoy the 7 private gardens along with numerous breathtaking public displays. Find unique additions for your own garden at the Zwannendale Park Garden Market. Tickets are $30 in advance and $35 the day of the tour. For more information, call 302-645-8073 or order tickets online at lewischamber.com.
Life. Just when you think you've got it made, you've got another thing coming. To which we say, bring it on. Your heart needs a hand? We've got hands committed to saving hundreds of hearts each year. You're facing a storm? Hey, storm, is that all you got? Because we've got more. More ways to help, to provide hope, with a commitment to your health that runs deep.
Coast TV, winner of AP's Outstanding News Operation.
Well, you know, into everybody's life, some rain must fall. But without the rain, newness can't grow in your life. That's one way to look at the rain. The other is it's going to be wet on Wednesday and thunderstorms on Thursday, but hopefully clear out in time for your weekend so you can enjoy that. That's another way to look at it. Our Tyndall's Casual Furniture showing just how overcast it is. And we're expecting temperatures in the low 70s and a sprinkle here and a sprinkle there. I'm not calling for thunderstorms necessarily tonight, although we have one that we are kind of tracking right now. But that's an outlier. 81 for the high today in Georgetown, 79 for the high in Salisbury. 81 is only one tick above the normal high for this time of the year. Coastal flood advisory active for all of Sussex as moderate showers move across Dewey Beach, Georgetown, Millsboro, Selbyville, Gumboro, Seaford, as well as Laurel, making it wet along Highway 13, 20, as well as 54. To the southwest, we also have a coastal flood advisory in effect for Dorchester, Somerset, Wacomico. We're seeing some downpours across 347, 349, 13 going into Salisbury, and 12 Salisbury going towards Colburn. But all this is relatively light stuff. Small craft advisory has been issued from Ocean City down towards Chincoteague in effect until 1 o'clock on Thursday. But this was just issued, actually, a newly issued small craft advisory for Thursday until 6 p.m. This meaning we're watching out for about 25 mile to 30 mile per hour wind gusts. And I expected as much. We see this surge of warm air that's crossing into Delmarva. It's prompting a small little storm that's creating us a little bit of hail, but that's a teeny tiny different example of thunderstorms when the majority of this is just steady showers for us in Delmarva. So what are we expecting? Scattered rain for tonight with some overnight wet roads. Spot storms on Thursday with fast-forming storms. And by the way, today is World Environmental Day. Yeah, just in case you wanted to know that. We have that for you. By 8:30, we're looking for moderate showers along Highway 9 as well as 50 and right along the entire coastal area. So staying drenched a little bit there. Going into, let's say, Thursday morning. We see spot showers supposed to flare up Thursday morning, and then we'll see things clear out for Thursday. Now, that's our short-term model, and that short-term model and another short-term model is indicating we're going to get about 1/10 of an inch of rain. Not much in the way of rain, so I'm concerned about the intensity of the storms. You see, Thursday morning, and this is a different model, by the way, out of the southwest, we start off in the 70s in the morning. 80s by the afternoon, so it's crazy warm. Then we see a thunderstorm flare up at 6 o'clock near Fenwick Island. And we have another storm flaring up along Highway 113, Rehoboth, Dewey Beach, and Long Neck at 7 o'clock. Then it clears quickly. So then I got curious. Let's see if that happens for the most southern portion of our viewing area. We freeze it at 5:30. We see Willards, Berlin, Newark with a steady flow out of the south at 5:30. Then by 6:30, we have an intense cell that's expected to be between Princess Anne, Pocomoke City, and this is all converging together right here. So that's looking like a pretty sure bet at 6:30 for Thursday. So we're going to watch out for both of those. Finally, here's a look at your Paul Davis Restoration and Home Remodeling Extended Forecast.
Paul, thank you. Get this, a new record has been made from oyster harvesting in Maryland. According to the Department of Resources, shellfish businesses harvested a best ever, more than 94,000 bushels in 2023. That edged out the 2022 total of 94,000 by about 30 bushels. Now, by comparison, the entire state of Maryland's public oyster fishery that harvested over 500,000 bushels during its 2021 and 2022 season, 700,000 the year before. So that includes everybody out there, even the people just kind of doing it for fun.
And speaking of oysters, there is a chance to share your thoughts on oyster harvest limits for the 2024-2025 season. The Maryland Department of Natural Resources will publish official limits on July 1st, but they want to hear thoughts from the public first. You can share your comments through a feedback form from the department. Submissions, those are needed by June 19th, so get on it.
Delmarva Sports Network from the Wawa Studios.
As action on the Diamond has wrapped up for high school sports, standouts in the Bayside South Conference are being honored. In baseball, Stephen Decatur's Nate Brzezowski was awarded Pitcher of the Year, and Waylon Hobgood was named Player of the Year. Snow Hill, Mardella, Parkside, Washington, and JMB also had first-team selections. In softball, Mardella's Ava Twilley was awarded Player of the Year, and Corey Shiles was named Coach of the Year for Mardella. Bennett, Pocomoke, Decatur, and Parkside also have athletes on first team. On this week's episode of Into the Trenches, the Wildcat Legacy, Delmar continues to process loss and grief while taking on their rival on the football field.
Over the weekend, you've got the rivalry between Delmar and Laurel.
It seems like that game, the intensity level is different.
It's just like a big game. I almost feel like a state championship just playing that game, you know. We got to watch them take our trophy. We feel like just watch it.
We have had 3 of the most stressful weeks I've ever been around a football team in my life. You can do it right off the bat. Come on.
Into the Trenches, Thursday at 7:30 on DSN.
That'll do it for sports. Have a great night.
Spring is fading fast. No more waiting. It's time to get the deck of your dreams started. Paul Davis will design, build, or resurface any size deck with the highest quality materials.
Our AZAC decks are scratch, fade, and insect resistant with a lifetime warranty. We'll bring the showroom to you, provide you same-day estimates, handle permitting, and guide you through the HOA approvals.
Save big. Enjoy 20% off plus a $1,000 gift card free towards outdoor furniture from Donaway when you invest in your new deck. Call Paul Davis for a free estimate.
Weather is sponsored by Paul Davis Restoration, your storm damage experts, here to help now.
When you take a chance can take you to unexpected places.
Red Rivers and Delaware Park Casino. Feel the rush.
At FH Fur, we know that a dripping faucet isn't just a nuisance. It's your home crying for help. That's why we say no to dispatch fees and goodbye to diagnostic charges. With our Get a Plumber in Your Home for Free promise, we focus on what really matters, solving your plumbing woes. Whether it's a stubborn clog, a running toilet, or a water heater on the fritz, we bring knowledge, experience, and professionalism right to your doorstep, free.
Call Fur. FHFur.com.
When it comes to protecting your home, don't take chances with just anyone. Trust the experts at Spicer Brothers. Join thousands of satisfied customers who've chosen us for our exceptional service, quality installation, and unbeatable warranties. Whether you need a roof replacement or just want to upgrade the look of your home, we've got you covered. And right now, save up to 20% on your new roof, plus enjoy no interest and no payments until 2026. For a roof that's done right, trust Spicer Brothers day and night, because you deserve the best.
This summer, pack your bags and head to Ocean City, Maryland for free family fun all summer long. Watch beach movies, build sandcastles, and gaze at colorful kites, all completely free. Bust a move from the beach to the bay with beach dance parties, Sunset Park party nights, and Sundays in the park with fireworks, all completely free. Enjoy arts and crafts, discover Ocean City's history, and be in awe of acrobatic stunts at the circus, all completely free. So get going. Family memories are waiting to be made in Ocean City, Maryland. Plan your trip now at OCOcean.com.
WRDE First Alert Weather, brought to you by Ocean City, Maryland.
Our Bay Health camera in Milford, we're looking for scattered showers and possibly a little flash of lightning, just briefly. Nothing to get all spooked about. Now, live radar showing that the majority of our rain is just good old-fashioned rain. Thunderstorms are way up there near Baltimore, D.C., and a small little cell that's making its way towards Cambridge. Other than that, we're looking clear. You can keep up with your forecast with our weather line. Your forecast just a call away. Sponsored by Baird, Dallas, Brockstedt, and Federico. And finally, here's a look at your Paul Davis Restoration and Home Remodeling exclusive 10-day forecast. Thursday is a yellow alert day. Watch out for more storms.
Paul, thank you, and thanks for joining us here for Coast TV News at 6.
For more news and local weather, download our Coast TV News app.
The NBC Nightly News is up next.
And we're going to see you later tonight for Coast TV News at 11. Have yourselves a great evening.